To borrow is to take and not return. I have borrowed all my lonesome life, and I can't get through. The borrower's debt is the only regret of my youth.
Well, it started off like any other Baja road trip. 2 trucks, a bunch of stuff, barely any sleep, and a whole lot of excitement. We'd planned to drive the entire peninsula, with our first stop being the famous surf break, Scorpion Bay. Well, actually, our first stop along the way would be a little market in Ensenada, where you can buy anything you want, as long as you want fish. You know it's fresh when your dinner's still moving. With a few kilos of fish in the coolers, we decided that we should get some serious miles behind us. The trucks were filled with gas, and we were good to go. When we finally stopped to camp outside of San Ignacio, we had driven a full 16 hours and driven a whopping 620 miles. Needless to say, we were exhausted. We woke up the next morning and drove into San Ignacio, where we got gas and met a nice guy named Joe, who would accompany us on the way to Scorpion Bay. San Ignacio truly is an oasis. There's thousands of palm trees and a lot of water, all in the middle of the dry, arid Baja Desert. Before getting onto the dirt, we passed by the town mission, a beautiful building located in the center of town. We didn't come to look at the mission, however, so we passed through town and got onto the dry, dusty washboard road. After driving on the washboard for about an hour, we turned left at the Scorpion Bay turnoff and immediately got into some deep sand. Thanks to the Burro's 4-wheel drive, we didn't have any trouble getting unstuck, but it turned out we were on the wrong road, so we decided to drop down onto the salt flats and follow the tire marks. This ended up being a great idea, as the salt had worn down into an almost pavement-like substance, allowing us to go faster than we ever thought possible. Finally, after 2 hard days of driving, we made it to Scorpion Bay.
Come down from the mountain, you have been gone too long.
This wave is truly amazing. It breaks for so long that you get tired from standing. I think my brother was probably talking to himself on this wave. They say it only takes one wave to make the entire trip worthwhile. I think my brother caught that wave.
Morning time, when the sparrow and the seagull fly, Jonathan and Evelyn get tired.
We found a little restaurant, aptly named The Burro, in the nearby town of San Juanico. This donkey that was outside of the restaurant looked especially thirsty. So, as responsible Americans, we gave him something to drink.
Chris, what are you doing right now?
The donkey's supposed to be giving him dinner. Shot.
Oh, he's a good bro. Good bro.
Well, we'd had our fun at Scorpion Bay, but it was time to pack up and head south. Our next stop would be the East Cape, down at the very tip of the Baja Peninsula, where we would find warmer water and maybe even bigger waves. We had packed up all of the stuff from our little palapa that we rented, put some gas in the trucks, and we were ready to go again. After another long day of driving, we made it to the East Cape at sundown. As expected, we found warmer water and bigger waves. A new south swell was just filling in.